What up? What up? What up, world?
world?
It is your boy Bayani.
And Ray.
And we are back with another episode of A-440 Radio right here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community and the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. As usual, we always got to remind you to go check out ayleemusic.com. That's where a lot of the hot fire that we play during our show comes from. And, you know, you got to buy that thing. And if you having some financial difficulties or you want to try it before you buy it, feel free to stream it on whatever your favorite streaming sites are. Do a search for A.Y.Space and there it is. But after you do that, then you need to go back to A.Y. Lee Music and cop that thing. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And we also got to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out Blackbird Media, a comprehensive digital and graphics company providing highly specialized marketing plans for their clients. They can be reached at blackbirdmedia@mail.com or can be found on Instagram at Blackbird Media or can be found on the Facebooks at Blackbird_Media, and Bird is spelled B-Y-R-D.
And Back to Health Chiropractic Medical Center, serving the Triangle for over 20 years with chiropractic, functional nutrition, DOT exams. 2 locations to serve you. 6224 Fayetteville Road, Suite 106B in Durham, and 1708 Treywick Road, Suite 205 in Raleigh. 2 locations, 1 number, 919-544-8881.
Yeah.
Sarah,
you know, what's going on?
So trying to figure out which
he
direction
literally
we gonna
only
go.
did that so we could hear, so you could hear that beat drop, the bass.
Nah. Because
No, not this time.
The thing about it is that beat drop was a joke. That beat drop is I don't rock with the guy that made that song. And I don't rock with his DJ.
This is your digital shade.
I don't rock with his circle.
So why did you make it?
So this song, I'm basically addressing some of the situations dealing with those people.
Wow.
And then lyrically it goes into that line, which is one song that the artist that they were behind was was known for.
Oh.
So that's where that came from.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway,
you got some behind the scenes.
Yeah, so with that being said, I think I want to talk about artist arrogance.
Oh, let's do that. This is fun. This is delicious, y'all. Come
on.
Hold up. Let me sit comfortably in the chair, first of all.
Artist arrogance. So, everybody thinks they the next big thing. Not everybody, but
not everybody.
A lot of cats think that they the next big thing and that they super duper hot, right?
Okay.
And from some of my personal experiences, some of my personal dealings, some of the hottest and best dudes are some of the laziest.
Agreed.
Like, they feel as if
they just get it handed to them, you mean, right?
Right, like super hot, super talented, and all of a sudden,
your drive.
No, but those guys don't have drive anyway. A lot of them.
You don't think so?
I don't like. I've seen it and I've witnessed it. It's like they get cocky and arrogant off of just small things. Like back in the day, in this area there was a club called 506, right?
Okay.
And it was like an open mic type thing on Monday nights where they did showcases for certain artists.
Okay.
And there were certain cats that claimed themselves as the kings of the 506.
Okay.
And we're happy with that. And it's like...
You mean they were happy with that?
Like, they wore it like a badge of honor.
Okay. Well, for them, that's what it was.
But their egos...
Okay.
Were like, oh, I'm that dude. And it's like, okay, you're that dude, then what's next? And there was no next. Like, they carried themselves as if they had already made it.
I mean, in their head, apparently they had.
And there was no hustle behind them. Like, it was almost like, oh, I'm doing this. Now I have other people, like, people should come to me to sign me. Like, no, dude, you got to still grind out and go out and get. I've seen some of who people considered were like super whack artists.
Right.
Go. And start building these fan bases and building, like just going out and just working and putting in work and networking and all this other stuff. And then these talented cats getting mad about it. Like, man, so-and-so whack. But so-and-so is out there. Like, you expect people to come to you and you just at this one spot, or you just doing this or you just doing that. And like, it irks me because I tell folk all the time, I wish I had some of the support that I see some of these folks have.
Yeah.
Like, off date, like in like the support they don't even have to work for. Because it's like, dude, if I had that and then still grinded the way I know I can, I'd be where I need to be. And once I or got this opportunity, I would have never lost it. I would have never lost that momentum. But these dudes and their arrogance, they just get satisfied. And like I said, it's not that they lose their drive, it's that they get satisfied. Like, straight up, like, I'll never forget, I was at a music conference. And there was a panel of industry professionals. And this one guy stood up. And he was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we killing the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, we this, we that, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, woo, 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 woo. And the radio station won't play us, though. Because everybody's thing around here is they hate on the radio station because they feel like the radio station is hating on them, right?
Okay.
And so, like, the radio station won't play us, but we got the streets on lock and da-da-da-da-da-da. So what do we got to do to make it? What do we got to do to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And I actually responded to the question. I'm not even on the panel. I'm in the crowd. And I was like, well, making it is relative. First off, like, do you want to make it to where you're generating a decent income? Or do you want to make it just so you can stunt and have 50 chains and hanging down to your knees and stuff? Because I said, you sit back saying you got the streets on lock. Okay, let's just do some simple math. And this is back when cats were buying CDs and selling CDs and stuff, right? I was like, let's just say you want to sell 100 CDs a week.
Okay.
That's about 16 CDs a day.
Okay.
All right? So if you could sell about 16 CDs a day, you sell 100 CDs a week.
Okay.
You do that for a year. Because you have the streets on lock. If you had the streets on lock, 16 CDs shouldn't be no problem.
I mean, if you have the streets on lock,
16 CDs a day should not be a problem.
Okay, we're just gonna go with that. Okay.
At the end of 52 weeks, that's 52,000 CDs.
A lot of CDs.
You know what I'm saying?
Do we even talk
At
CDs?
$10 a pop.
Do we talk CDs like that anymore?
No, I'm saying this is back then.
I'm just, okay.
So
I was being facetious.
I got you. But at $10 a pop, you making $1,000 a week. You ended with $52,000 a year.
That's somebody's job.
And I was like, that's more than a lot of people make. Is that not making it? You got the streets on lock, though. So either you're lying to yourself or you're lying to these people.
And or that the whole idea of streets on lock is a fabrication anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
it's that ego. It's that artist ego. Like, oh, I'm doing it big. No, you're not.
Didn't we do a show about clout chasing anyway?
We did.
So.
But this ain't clout chasing. This is just straight up lying.
Sure.
This straight delusion.
I mean.
Delusions of grandeur.
The issue I have with that is that all of this is subjective. And there's no qualitative to anything.
There's qualitative when you're not selling nothing. There's qualitative because it's the same dude.
But that doesn't mean that you're not known.
And nobody said he wasn't known. There's a difference between being known and having the streets on lock.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Can you please refresh my suburban behind on what streets on lock means?
Streets on lock?
Come on, y'all. Streets on lock.
Streets on lock
I'm
as
getting
far
my
as music.
urban.
Streets on lock as far as music is concerned is like everybody in the hood is playing me. Everybody.
But playing doesn't mean conversion. See?
No, listen what I'm saying. Playing. Like, for example, when Jeezy dropped Trap or Die 2. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
I happened to be in Atlanta. That was around like what was it? Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. Jeezy dropped Trap or Die 2. I went down there. I didn't know who Jeezy was at the time, right? He had dropped Trap or Die, but I didn't know who Jeezy was. I'm lying. I know because my DJ homeboy was kind of ahead of the curve.
Okay.
So
he knew.
So he had put me on.
Okay.
I get down there, Trap or Die 2 had just dropped. Every car that we went past had Trap or Die 2 playing.
Okay, Bionic.
That is having the streets on lock. Now, hold on.
How many cars did you pass?
Hold on. We gonna go to break. We gonna come back, and I'm gonna finish this up. You're now listening to A-440 Radio on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and we will be right back.
The scene, they be grilling me like phone. They be grilling me like phone. My girls walk as mean, so they grilling me like phone. Yeah, they grilling me like phone. And I'm so fresh, so clean. They grilling me like phone. Grilling me like phone. Grilling me like phone. I got that lean, my swagger mean, and they grilling me like phone. Grilling me like phone. Grilling me like phone. When I spend time on the grind, you sit back smoking and crying. You building your wish list. I got chicks I dismiss. I got the things you want. Hey, I'm the man that you wanna be. Work like an hourly when you can set your own salary. Why you mad at me? Oh, you earn the chicks on my arm. Well, let me introduce you. It won't do me no harm. Me, Vanessa, Krista, Tisha, Melissa, Shelby, and Krista. I hear you sniffling, Playboy. You need a tissue. Get right or get left. Climb up or stay bottom shelf. Yeah, I'm no prototype. You might wanna remind yourself. You green with envy? Nah, that ain't cool. The only green we like is them dollars. When I step up on the scene, they be grilling me like fun. They be grilling me like fun. My girls walk as mean, so they grilling me like fun. Yeah. They grilling me like foreman. I'm so fresh, so clean. They grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. I got that lean, my swagger mean, and they grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. You don't see what she seeing me, so let's agree to disagree. She ain't in the art of pageantry, so I don't need my name on the marquee, but you sleep. Can hear you snoring, I'm the Energizer Bunny. I just keep going and going. You slowing and owing, my money flowing, so I flow on and so on. You thought it'd be one way, but you were so wrong. Ain't you glad you ain't make that bet? Cause I know you love to flex. So when it came time to collect, I know you'd be real upset. Your heart on frost, your grill icy. You will respect me, I don't need you to like me. Now if you excuse me, I got fantasies to fulfill. Feel free to hate on me, oh I know you will. When I step up on the scene, they be grilling me like foreman. They be grilling me like foreman. My girls walk as mean, so they grilling me like foreman. Yeah, they grilling me like foreman. I'm so fresh, so clean. They grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. I got that lean, my swagger mean, and they grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. Grilling me like foreman. Yeah.
And welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and to those streaming live through the free TuneIn Radio app and through iHeartRadio. You are now listening to A-440 Radio, and I'm your host, Bionic.
And I'm Ray.
And if you're just tuning in, we are talking about artist ego. Now, before we get into that, we got to give a shout out to A.Y. Lee Music.
A.Y. Lee.
Make sure to check out that website, Buy the Good Music. Go on your streaming sites, do a search for A.Y.Lee, and listen to the hot new music. It is fire, y'all. Now, let's get back into this topic. So, you asked the question when I went to break, how many cars did I pass? I was in Atlanta.
Okay, so first of all, you didn't have to come out the gate ready to be like, boom,
listen,
at me.
I was in Atlanta.
Y'all should see the
straight
face
up,
he made.
No, straight up. I was in Atlanta. It was 2 songs playing. Not 2 songs. It was either Trap or Die 2 or the song by Maceo called Hold Sit Down. Those was like the only joints playing in anybody's vehicle the whole weekend we were there. That street's on lock. Now, you also said conversion. Now, the thing about it is like, okay, maybe all these people didn't buy it. Maybe some people bootlegged it. You know what I mean? Which is possible. But the conversion of that then is the trickle-out effect. Because this person listens to it, this person listens to it, this person listens to it. Now you can get club gigs. Yo, that joint hot. These cats over here want to see you perform. How much you charge to perform? Boom, you selling out the club because your song is in every car in the hood.
But what if you're not getting paid for them? What if you're not getting paid
then you need to be able to negotiate. Because at the end of the day, if your joint is burning up the hood and burning up the streets and you're have the streets on lock, people want to see you. People want to be a part of that. So again, like I said, that ego of like, oh, this is what I'm doing when it's not really what you're doing. Like, bro, chill out.
So what happens to the artists who don't have ego?
That's not what this show's about. This show's about people with ego.
What? You can't do that.
I can do that.
You cannot
and I will do that. Like, for example. So, A.Y. Lee got a record he working on right now, right?
Right now.
And
wait, which one is this?
This is the
I gotta see if I
record.
I gotta see if I need to get upset or not. Because if I haven't been sneak peeked,
nah, this is the one you heard the other day.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So he working on this record, right?
Okay.
Now we had an artist already set up to be featured on the record.
Okay.
And I had the bright idea, like, hey, we already got this person. Let's see if we can get this person.
Oh.
And it was an artist that used to be famous, has a platinum plaque, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that.
Okay.
And I dare say he owes me a favor.
So you've worked with this artist before?
Yes.
Okay.
I dare say he owes me a favor.
Sure.
He doesn't feel that way.
Sure.
And so his natural thing is how much is it paying?
Sure.
Now, I have to go through a middleman in all of this.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, look, look, ain't no money. We can do a trade-off. I'll swap out some beats for the verse. But at the same time, keep in mind, we're not really pressed on it because we already got somebody in place.
Right.
So you're not about to make or break this thing, right?
Okay.
Now, the middleman is an artist.
Okay.
And this middleman,
said,
I dare say, has stole some of my stuff. Because I'm like, yo, send this to this person. Send this to this person. Send this to this person. And then I have to go off of his words saying, oh, well, he didn't like it. But I laid a song to it. I got a song to it. And this dude has 20 songs to my stuff and never put out an album. And quote unquote, never paid for a beat. So when he was like, well, let me wait till I get around him and talk to him and maybe I can convince him, blah, 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 send me the track. I was like, look, I'll send you a track, but I want nobody else on this record without my permission. Like, and then he kind of had an attitude and I'm like, bro, like, check that ego, bro, because I don't need this dude on this record. I already have somebody on here. And he ain't what he once was. Most people don't even know who he is anymore, outside of that area that they're at. And the thing about it is this is kind of a back scratcher situation, but I do understand who he is and why he wants what he wants. But you? Nah, bro, like, we not about to have this because at the end of the day, you've jacked me and your boy has jacked you when you jacked me. Therefore, don't act like I'm out of pocket for saying what I'm saying. It is. That's the industry that I'm in, unfortunately. Folks steal ideas from other folk that are lesser than them. Drake did it.
I mean, stealing ideas and actually stealing a beat is like...
It's happened before. And
Okay.
it'll happen again. And not just to me, but to many other people.
Okay, so what is the conclusion
Again,
of
like
this situation?
artists, realize who you are. And of course, we all want to be bigger. We all want to command certain things.
You just said in the first part of the show that not everybody wants to be bigger. Some people go and be like, yo, I'm the king of the spot, and that's it.
But again, realize...
And they were okay with that, right?
But they thought, that's the thing, they were okay with it, but they thought it meant more. Like, we're in
I mean, everybody's always going to think something that,
and
some
that's the
accolade
ego I'm talking
about them is going to be more than what it is.
That's the ego I'm talking about. Like, there's a ton of award shows that come through this state, right? So, when cats win an award, then they act like, yo, I'm this. Now, congratulations on your award.
Right.
However, in the grand scheme of things, what does this award really mean? How did you win this award? Like,
you asking way too many in-depth questions. Most people don't think about that.
Because, I mean, again, it's a ton of award shows. So it's like, how was this award voted on? Who are the people voting on it? How did you get it? And then at the end of that, what does it really mean based on who voted for it?
But my whole thing is too, it's just like, okay, like let's take it on a grander scheme, on a grander scale, a bigger scale. Okay, just because you won something in '94 doesn't mean you popping off now.
But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is there will be some award shows popping up in 2019 locally.
Yeah.
Right?
There's some coming up right now.
So with that being said, you win that award. What does that mean in a grand scheme of things?
Right.
What does that mean we're in North Carolina, what does that mean in Virginia, Maryland? DC. What does that mean in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida? What does that mean in Texas? What does that mean in Alabama? What does that really mean?
But what is it going to mean next year and the year after?
That too. Because, what I'm saying is if you win it this year, great. That is an accomplishment. But don't let that go to your head because you still have other ways to go. You still have other things to win. You still have other places to be noticed and seen.
Or not.
The way these cats' egos are, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, when they win the North Carolina Beatbox Award, they think they the greatest beatboxer on the planet. Right. No, bruh. You won a popularity contest because the other 3 people nominated, 2 of them didn't even know they was nominated, and you got 18 fans and the other dude got 5. And your 18 voted for you.
I'm sorry.
And that's how you won.
I'm laughing at the face he made. Okay.
That's how you won.
Okay.
And it's legit because your fans supported you and backed you. Okay. But those 18 people aren't a good baseline for the rest of the country. And ain't nobody else checking for you.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like these cats, like.
So how do you balance that between being thankful and grateful when you do get these accolades? Like there should be a pride associated with
there is,
right?
There is, and like I said.
So how do you have that and have it not be? Oh, now you.
Because everything for me and my thought process, it's based on the work that comes after. I accomplished this. What's next? How many more times? Like in the NBA, you win a championship. That was your goal. You are a world champion. Nobody can take that away from you. Is that the only championship you ever want to win? Are you done now? Now, we're not talking about somebody past their prime. We're talking about somebody that's like young in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This cat, 22 years old. You're on a team. You want a ring. Is that the only ring you ever want to win? No.
I mean, are you on the bench or are you playing? There's a lot of people who sat on the bench and got rings.
Well,
I mean,
You're right. A
am
lot
I
of people
lying?
have been sitting on the bench on one
There's a
ring.
lot of people who've been on the bench and have multiple rings.
Right, but they want more, and that's what I'm saying. So
Or not.
No,
They
do
got
want
their
more.
rings.
Those bench cats still want more rings. Them bench cats want more rings.
So what? So now take that
Because
and extrapolate that onto artists. Now.
That ups their value of sitting in the bench somewhere else.
Okay, so now talk to me about how you extrapolate that metaphor onto artists.
Artists, like I said, okay, I won greatest beatboxer.
Right.
Okay. Now
Of the RTP.
Of RTP's greatest beatboxer.
Right.
Great.
Facts.
Now, I love beatboxing. I want to make a career out of beatboxing. You can't just do that here. So, what's the next step?
You have to go to other places and test it out.
Right.
Other markets.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But that's only if you
can
want
use
it that much. Do you know how many people have won awards and don't want it? Okay. Obviously, I'm missing something today, y'all. I'm sorry.
We're talking about ego.
Okay.
If you're acting like you're the greatest beatboxer in the world,
ego, you will.
You're not acting like you don't want nothing more.
He's getting mad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not getting mad. I'm like, yo, if you acting like you that fire, you're not content with, oh, I just won this. I'm humble and I'm satisfied. No, that ain't what your ego is saying. Your ego is saying, I'm the greatest ever.
Ever.
Bruh, you ain't going to New York with that.
You definitely not coming up with no Timbs.
You not waiting. You not
no
waiting.
Butters.
You're not waiting for Dougie Fresh to pop up at the next event, because you know Dougie Fresh stay on tour and stay coming through this area like 8 times a year. Yeah. So you're not waiting to say, yo, let me battle Dougie Fresh when he come. That'd be different. Yo, when you come, I'm a battle. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing all that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. So if you win your awards and you get this notoriety, be appreciative of it.
Right.
Also realize where it stands in the grand scheme of things. Don't get the big head and keep working so you can get to that major level that you think you're at now. Humble yourself. Sit down. Be humble. That's it.
I feel like you're talking at me.
No.
And I'm a pretty humble person.
No, ain't nobody talking at you. This ain't about you. But that's it. That's all the time we got, y'all. So
it's not about me, y'all. Not at all.
Yeah. We're here Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to hit the Instagram.
That Insta.
A440.radio. Yeah, man. And
we out.
We out. Remember, life is too short. Say what you mean what you say. Learn who you are.
Oh my gosh.
Be confident in what you want. Stop wasting folks' time.
Oh my gosh.
Give people a choice and move accordingly. And we out.
Here we go. Who you finna try? I bet it ain't me. Oh no, it ain't me. Cats. Who you finna try? Who you finna try? I bet it ain't me. Oh no, it ain't me. Cats. Who you finna try? You're so cold. Talk big and bold. You ain't got no chill. Claiming that you real. But when somebody calls your bluff, from you talking all that stuff, you disappear. What's going on?